Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a brow day. I have a clean face and sorry for the red nose. It is allergy season here in Maryland with the change in seasons from summer to fall. And between the hay and everything else, yeah, it's back. So excuse the red nose. It's going to be a brow tutorial today on how I actually do my brows. So if you're interested in that, then let's get started. Okay, so my very favorite, let me show you some of my favorite brow products. One, my tried and true tweezer when I do use them is by Revlon. I've had these like forever. They are the best. I've tried Tweezerman, I've tried other brands. It just doesn't hold up to Revlon. So, and this, you know, it's a couple bucks, but this is my tried and true. And I always keep coming back to it. So, some of my favorite brow products are, let me show you some of, probably the top three that I use. As far as a brow pencil. One is the Hourglass. Now I've not tried their brand new one that they have out, which is an actual pencil, which is a sharpened pencil. This one that I have is their Arch, which has the triangle that has the thicker tip on it. The color that I have in this, I believe, is brunette. Soft brunette. The next one that I always use too is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now, I really like their pomade as well. So it's a toss-up between their pomade and their pencil. This is actually their Brow Wiz, which has the thin pencil. I typically like the thin pencil over the thicker triangle pencil. And this one I have is in taupe. Now, my number one tried and true is by Benefit, and this one is the Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this one is in shade number 3. I go between a 2 and a 3 now that they have got their in-between shades. I do the 2, 2.5, and the 275. Yeah, I do, but it's always Precisely My Brow. So, and again, this is the precision tip. I can do the big one if I have to. I don't like to do the big one. That's what she said. But anyway, so when I start, I always start by brushing up my brows. Now, mind you, if you have not been to a Benefit brow bar before, girl, where have you been? $22. They will shape and map your brows to your face. $22, that's all it is. And it's well worth it. And even if you don't go, you know, every month, every time, do it once. See, especially if you're just beginning on your brows, it's a great start. And they will show you how to do it and give you a tutorial face to face, and will spend the time with you. So for $22, I think that's a great price. They wax and map and fill in for you. So, all right, so let's get started on this. So I always go by brushing my brows up. And then I take the other side. Now, when you're doing this and when you're applying it, you're not using a whole lot of product. You will think that you have to continually turn it up, but actually it's turning down when you're using, because you're gliding it across your brow and your skin. So you're not really using as much product as what you think you are. So I always put mine up quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but enough. And I always do the under first. And I always like that arch, especially, and if you mess up, just, you know, wipe it off. It's okay. So you go on the underneath. And yes, I'm due for a wax too. So, cause see, like all this under here is really extra, but I can show you also how to hide that. So And then go on the top, and I always do this a little gentler, a little more gentle, and there's my arch right there, if you can start to see it. And then in the front, I start to fill in with little strokes. Now you can already tell the difference between the two. So let me do this down here just a little bit more. I like that thicker brow. I do not like thin brows. I was thin browed for so long. And now that I go to the Benefit Brow Bar, my hair is growing the way that I want it to. So there's that. And then after you're finished and you think that, oh, it's filled in enough, and see, it did go down to nothing there. Always take the other side and brush through it. Now, I don't always use a brow gel, but when I do, I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is actually their clear brow gel. So we'll try that today. I'll just show you what it is. It comes in a little tube and it's clear. And they do have different colors as well. On this side, I seem to have like more hair that's longer right there, so it always sticks up a little more. All right, so there's that. Now, to clean up your brow. Typically, I don't clean up on the top. Some women do, but my favorite concealer is the NARS Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. It is not used as a concealer. It's too light for my skin, but it is used as a highlighter for me. So what I do, and I'm kind of like at the end of my bottle here, but I put it underneath, little dots. And if you're, again, this is all like almost empty, so I had to like really dab it, but if you're using a new bottle, you won't have to do that. And this is actually the Anastasia Beverly Hills travel size brow brush. I think you can only get the travel size online, like maybe at Sephora or her website. I think I got it on her website. So, okay. So see how that's kind of cleaning up the hairs underneath? And then in order for it to match, just bring the rest of that concealer down, and poof, it looks finished. And again, oh, there's some hairs right there that are just, they need to be taken off, but I'm not going to take them off. I let my arch specialist take it off. So, and I always go to the same person at the Ulta Beauty in Frederick, and I will link her below. If you're in the area, I highly recommend that you go see Taylor. So, all right, so there is that. And then you can also like do a cleanup right in the front if you need to. All right, so do you want to see that again on the other side? Now, they're not supposed to match because they're not sisters. They're sisters. They're not twins. They're not twins. They're sisters. So again, brush those spoilies up. Take your brow pencil. Make your defining arch underneath. Make your defining arch on the top. Fill in with light strokes. I go with light strokes instead of really defining it, because you can always put more on, you can never take it off to your liking. So, all right, so there's that. Do a couple more strokes here in the front. Always spoolie again afterwards, because you may have to go back and do it again. Now, if you also have a hooded eye, you don't want your eyebrow to come down, you know, you just don't want to, because it's going to hide the hood of your eye. And if you have on any makeup, eye makeup that is. So I'm kind of looking in the mirror here to see what I need to do. All right. And then the brow gel. Again, they have these in different colors. I just prefer, I do like the soft brunette that they, or the brunette that they have there too. But I don't use brow gel a whole lot. But you can see how this has a little more longer hairs than what this one does in the front. And it's not a bad thing, it's just, I notice it personally. So here we go with our concealer again. And we're gonna go underneath. And then we're gonna take our brush, our angled brush, and cover up and sharpen the rest of that hair. And then drag the rest of the concealer down. So especially if you're not, well, tonight I'm not putting on any eye makeup. I am going out, but I'm not putting any eye makeup on. But it gives you a cleaner look. So now then when I look in the mirror again, and then I decide, do I need to do any touch-ups? It looks like it's pretty much at the same angle there on the end. I am gonna touch it up just a little bit. And normally I really don't do this too much. It's just kind of shaping it to make sure that I matched it with the other one. And again, there's that brow hair that's sticking up. But I like that little oomph of arch. And if it's not there, then I make it there again. And that is it. Do a turn around here. So I hope that you found that a little informative. I don't really do anything special with my brows at all, except to go see Taylor, of course. And I do have another video on that as well that I will link here at the end for you to see actually my experience at the brow bar with Taylor. So, and she was waxing as well as tinting my brows, so that you can see the general process of what it is that I do with my brows there and what they do with them there. So, yeah, so for $22, you get the wax. The tinting is a little bit more. I think it's $8 more or something like that, but it lasts for a good 6 to 8 weeks for the tinting. So, and then you use a lot less product with a brow pencil as well. So, all right. So I hope that you found this useful. Let me know in the comments below on what products you use. Make sure you are subscribed for some upcoming giveaways, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks again so much, and God bless.